Hi guys, welcome to my channel. You are here because you are so curious. You saw the thumbnail or the title of my video, right? Welcome to the channel. You're at the right place. My name is Ntabi K, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please support the channel. Subscribe and help me grow my community. And if you're already part of the family, I see you and thank you so much for this support. So in this video, it's official, we on part 4. We on part 4 of the series, corporate journey. We have covered a couple of videos, obviously part 1 being my career journey, being with the corporate bodies such as Saiga and SIBA, and part 2 was more of the foundation phase, me sharing the lessons that I learned when I was in internship and how to capitalize on foundation phase or internship slash learnership programs so that you make the smart long-term career move. And part 3 was more of the transition, tapping into the marketing space, coming from another different environment rather, being the publication environment. And here in part 4 we are now talking what does it really entail to be a marketer within the professional body. So I'm going to touch on key lessons, what to learn and what to expect and what to master being in the role as a marketer in the professional body space. Another lesson that I've learned is that internal communication or internal marketing is as important as the external one. And the reason I say so is that all these departments, in order to have a aligned brand message that goes out there needs to be synergy. So the leaders, HR, marketing, communications, well, it depends how the structure is within that organization, but that synergy and the understanding internally, it's what has greater impact when the message goes out there. If you are not winning internally or you're not getting the buy-in, chances are, and people seem confused, chances are externally, sure, there might be confusion. So get your home or your house right first before you go out there. I know some marketers are probably nodding at that. Yes, let's clock it. Anyway, I keep looking to the side because I always compile a list of what I want to cover just to ensure that I don't miss anything. So in this video, there are pointers that I want to make sure that I do not miss. Yes, so that's why I keep kind of like looking to the side. And one thing that I've learned is that you cannot be generic when it comes to the organizations such as SAIGA or professional bodies, because you're speaking to the member, stakeholder, student, partners. I think this is not just about the professional bodies, it's just being a marketer overall. You need to know the tone, that the way I speak to a student won't be the way I speak to the senior member, right? And the platforms that you use are most likely won't be the same as well. And the platforms also have different tones, but that's another video for another day. So those are the key lessons when compiling different messaging, whether it's for the emailer or for a specific event or seminar. The way in which you package your work, it needs to speak to your audience. Branding is not about the aesthetics, it's about the strategy, it's about the repetition, it's about consistency, authenticity, speaking from a voice of brand positioning, alignment, and trust. You know, I might have repeated some of the words in different terms, but that's what it is about. Creativity is not first. You know, as marketers, sometimes you can tend to think that creativity first. No. It's goal and your strategy first, because you cannot execute your creativity without a full understanding of what is it, what is the goal, and what are we trying to achieve, what is the overall strategy. Then after gaining that knowledge or those insights, that's when now you can use your creativity to execute. And one thing that I mentioned is creativity might not be first, right? It's not the first thing strategy or the goal is, but creativity is still needed. It is needed in the space some marketing. It is though the vehicle. It is the vehicle in which you will use to achieve those goals that the business or the organization has, right? But what is, as I said, is the vehicle, but what is the driver? The driver is the strategy and the goal of the business. That is the driver. The driver is the strategy. I mean, all efforts, what you do, everything, all efforts, whether you are in HR, you are in finance, you are all these departments, the end goal is to reach the, I say the end goal, but the end goal is to reach the goal, the main goal, which is to support the business, whether it's sales or maybe revenue of 5 million or whatever budget or the target is, or even if it's not as sales per se, but maybe in a form of growing the membership base of maybe in that year 500 new members, or in a quarter 500, but essentially it always ties into the sales component or element, right? That member base is equivalent to the sales, because members pay in order to be called the members of the organization. But to cut my long story short, the creativity is the vehicle and strategy is the driver. So marketing is not just about aesthetics, it's about credibility, it's about positioning, it's about trust and authenticity. So I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to learn those very early in my careers. So thank you so much for tuning in. Until the next one, thank you so much. Remember to subscribe. Share the video if you know somebody that will enjoy this video and learn a thing or two from this video. Until the next one, I'm out. Bye.